Hi, this is Scott, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the INTJ description for the INTJ personality, and that's according to Myers-Briggs personality typing. Okay, and to understand the INTJ, the first thing that you're going to need to know is the INTJ functions. They have four main functions, and their first primary function is introverted intuition, or NI, and that's basically their way of perceiving the world. They kind of have this intuitive feel of how the world works, and is very perceptive at kind of seeing connections between things and how things are going to play out. They kind of just use this to almost predict where the future is going to go, and make connections like that. And this kind of gives it sort of a mystical feel to it, because it kind of can be eerily accurate of how things are going to play out, to the dismay of some other people that might not understand this intuition. And since it's introverted, they might have a hard time explaining this to other people, and so while they feel it, it might be tough to explain to somebody else. And their INTJ's second function is extroverted thinking, or TE, and now this is how they want to organize the external world. INTJs are very good in anything that involves structure or accomplishing a task, or organizing their external environment, managing people or resources or anything like that. So yeah, that's extroverted thinking. And now their third function is introverted feeling, or FI, and that's basically something that's developed a little bit later in the INTJ's life, but what it is a moral compass, a sense of right and wrong, and the convictions that an INTJ has. And these while they don't take precedent over their first two functions, this is something that's developed later and kind of becomes stronger, and kind of helps guide the INTJ and what they believe, and kind of have a cause for their actions. And the final function of INTJ is extroverted sensing, or SE. Now this is developed a lot later in life. It never really becomes like a strength, because it kind of goes against introverted intuition's way of kind of predicting the future and seeing how things are going to play out. But this is more of a live in the moment type function, and it's very good at just kind of comprehending everything that's going on in the present moment. And this can be useful for like accomplishing tasks that kind of require them to force their way through to get their way a little bit. So they could use it in that sense. And also it kind of comes out if an INTJ is stressed, which I'll talk about later on in the upcoming slides. But it could show up in a way that kind of makes them do stuff to excess and not think about the future consequences of their actions. Alright, and next we have the INTJ Strengths. The INTJ has a number of strengths, and one of their strengths is that they're able to handle conflict and criticism well. They're very logical as a whole, and so by using this logic and being primarily focused on that, they could brush off if someone's critical of them, and they could use it constructively and kind of reinvent themselves in a way, and just use that criticism to help them adapt. And they're very strong. They have a strong drive and determination. They if they wanted to accomplish something, they will set out to do it, and usually get it done. That's just part of who they are as a person. They want to accomplish goals, and so they have a high sense of drive and determination, and they want to make sure that gets played out. They're pretty structured about it, and they can be very insightful. They could like I talked about before with their introverted intuition, that could help them kind of see things that other people might not be able to comprehend yet. So so they could use that to kind of kind of predict the future. And serious about relationships and responsibilities. They see people close to them as kind of like a duty and a responsibility to take care of and or provide for. So yeah, they once they're set out to do something, they'll do their best to follow through and take a lot of pride in that. And now, while every type has their strengths, every type also has a few weaknesses. And one weakness is that an INTJ can have a poor understanding of emotions and understanding where other people are coming from, or kind of dismissing them because they're illogical. And so this could kind of cause them to respond cold and logically towards someone that might be looking for emotional support. Somebody has a problem, their first, by nature they'd be thinking about ways to solve that problem, whereas the person might just be looking for, support for, to make them feel better or something like that. So that could kind of be a situation that could be tricky for an INTJ. They also can have a tendency to believe that they're always right. INTJs being very perceptive and kind of having this introverted intuition that kind of can see the future and patterns and connections that can sometimes get the best of them if these are occasionally wrong. So yeah, that's something that they would have to look out for. And they have an urge to constantly improve things. And now, while this is usually a strength, it could cause some difficulty with relationships and people close to them. Of maybe wanting that person to change who they are in a way to improve themselves. And while that is usually a good thing, it could definitely cause some stress to that person if they're content with the way things currently are. All right. And yeah. Also, for the INTJ, when they are under stress, you may see that they become impulsive and do things to excess, such as, drinking or, gambling, something that's out of their nature, but, can definitely take a hold of them and, lead them down a bad path. So they can also become very sensitive to criticism. This could be a problem because, by nature they want to constructively listen to that and improve themselves, but when they're at the point where they're shutting that off, that could be a problem. And also, they could express emotions in an intense and uncontrolled manner, and this goes against how they typically behave, but and since they don't really deal with emotions too much, this can cause it to be expressed in a way that might be inappropriate for the situation. So that's a couple things that an INTJ might have to look out for. And also, if you are interested, I have a couple of free reports on INTJ growth and jobs or careers that an INTJ could be interested in. So I would encourage you to definitely go and visit personalitygrowth.com/INTJ, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And also, if you could please subscribe to this channel, I'll be posting a bunch of new videos very soon, and also I'll be answering all your questions. So if you have any questions in the comments, just go ahead and comment below, and I'll either answer them on there, or I might even make a video of them. So, alright, thanks.